All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm out at my home golf course, the course in which I grew up on, Indian Head Golf Course in Mosinee, Wisconsin, with the objective to break 80 from the tips. All right, so the conditions: overcast, about 45 degrees out, variable wind, 10 to 20 miles an hour, coming straight at me to start things off. Objectives for this round, again, like I said, break 80, hit 7 or more fairways in regulation, hit 10 or more greens in regulation, which is going to be a really big challenge on this course because it's got small greens. Less than 32 putts or 32 putts and less. Maximum of 1 double bogey, maximum of 1 penalty stroke, and shoot in the 30s on both nines. Guys, this is probably the toughest challenge I've ever attempted here on the channel. Enjoy the content. Here we go. Hole 1, par 4. 404 straight into the wind. Unfortunately, this course is right next to an airport, so we can't put the drone in the air, although we might be able to on a couple holes in the back nine. All right, here we go. I got driver. Run. It's gonna be tricky right off the start here. Second shot here. I'm 196 yards away yet. You can't see the pin, but it's just to the right of this lone pine tree that you see sitting here. Into the wind. I've got a 3 hybrid just because that wind is blowing pretty good here, although you probably can't hear it with the microphone on. A little shaky off the gun here. Okay, third shot here on hole 1. Still 125 yards away into the wind. I've got a pitching wedge, hoping it's enough club here. Not the start I was dreaming of. Par attempt here, still 60 yards away into this breeze. We set a quota of 1 double bogey today. Hoping this is it right here. Or we can go up and down and save a 5. And be right on it. All right, should be inside 10 feet. Got a chance maybe to save 5. Left myself about 8 feet back down the hill on a putt that should break probably about a cup, maybe a cup and a half left to right. Fingers crossed that we can get this one down. Oh, yeah, just overplayed the break. Gonna have to settle for a double. All right, guys, not the start we wanted there on hole 1. Interesting situation because I got to the course today and they said no carts. And of course, I was planning on riding my cart because I've got my secondary camera with me. So needless to say, we're gonna be walking about 8 miles today, up and down some decent hills, carrying this thing around and my bag because I didn't bring my push cart. So we're in for a long day and I've already made a double bogey. Oh boy, here we go. Hole number 2, par 4, 374 from the blue tees. Ideal line really, in between the lone pine tree and then the pine trees that are just left of that. Gonna try to smash driver. It's very high. Through the fairway, unfortunately, so 0 for 2 on fairways, stayed out of the trap, so let's make a par. Let's get on it. All right, guys, of course, it wasn't supposed to rain a lick today, but now it's starting to rain. Nothing today is gonna come easy. Second shot on hole 2. I'm on a really significant side lie ball well above the feet. 126, it's a front pin. Got a pitching wedge, would love to knock one in close here. I'll be all over it. Come on, baby. Good looking shot, maybe 10, 12 feet just below the hole. Birdie look coming up. We ended up being maybe a little bit further than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. When I walk off my steps, a full step for me is just a little bit under 3 feet. Usually if I take 6 steps, I know that it's probably in that 16, 17 foot range, somewhere in there. This is uphill. It should break a little bit from right to left, it looks like too, so I'm gonna play this out to the right just a little bit. It's important to note though that stepping off a putt like that really helps just kind of ingrain the distance in your mind and ingrain the amount of speed you should be hitting that putt with. I'm gonna actually play it like it's about 18, 19 feet. Yeah, speed was great. It just didn't turn. I definitely expected it to turn right to left, and it did not. All right, par, 2 over after 2. All right, so I do have the GoPro with me out here today as well. I may have to switch to GoPro only if this rain picks up more. Right now, it's just a very, very light sprinkle, but I've got about $2,000 worth of camera gear here on the course. Probably more than that, actually. So I just want to make sure that we keep it protected. I actually considered filming a whole round of golf with just a GoPro. So if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing in the future, drop it down in the comments. And yeah, that's something we'll do down the road and see how good of a golf video we can make with just a GoPro. All right, guys, we're going to get onto hole 3 in just a moment, but I wanted to take an opportunity to say thank you to all our subscribers, both new and old. The channel is continuing to grow, and that's absolutely awesome. If you're new here and you're enjoying the content, consider liking the video and definitely consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that notifications bell. We've got a lot of great content coming here in 2024, a lot of content just over the course of the next couple months coming out. I'm really excited to get that content out and then bring you guys all along for the ride. And secondly, I just want to apologize for the small black spots that you see on the screen in certain shots. Somehow I got a little bit of dust on my camera sensor in between filming sessions. Don't know how it got there. Got it cleaned up for the next video. Thanks for your patience and your understanding while we improve the content on the channel. All right, guys, on to hole 3. I lost my golf glove, unfortunately. Somewhere between here and hole 2, I actually can see it sitting back there. Might as well run and go get it. All right, guys, hole 3, par 3, 165 today. Just measured it. Pin must be in front. Kind of a crosswind. Right to left, I've got a 7-iron. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Hit it a little thin, landed on the green, and then maybe rolled off the back. We'll find out when we get up there. All right, guys, did hit the green in regulation here. The other camera battery is about to die. I'll try to get this one putt quick before that camera dies. Golfing and filming, it's not easy, folks. About 40 feet, I'm eyeballing that, breaking right to left. See if we can just 2-putt. Get there. Stop, stop, stop. All right. Oh, good grief. All right, 3-putt bogey. That is actually my first 3-putt of the season. That's out of like 90-some holes. That's what you get for rushing, folks. It says 391. Again, into the wind. Just a tough start here. See if we can put it in play. Cut a little. Great drive. The wind did a real number on it. Holy cow. All right, long way in. First fairway of the day here on hole 4. Not much of a lie to hit off of. Straight into the wind. Well, I'd say blowing from pretty hard from left to right. Gonna try to hit a low 5-iron up there. It's just pulled. I mean, I struck it well. And a little bit long too. Gonna be tricky up and down from there. All right, guys, looking at my 3rd shot here on hole 4. An extremely difficult up and down attempt. Terrible lie on this side, ball above the feet. I've got really no green to work with. Honestly, we're just gonna make sure we make our best attempt to get this on the green and take our bogey. Go, 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 go. Okay, not complaining about that at all from there. All right, so far, 2 out of 4 greens in regulation, 1 out of 3 fairways. I'd say about 7 feet here, back down the hill yet. This is a tough golf course. These conditions just add to it. Coming out here, making a run at 80, really is probably just certifiably nuts. 7 feet should just slide off to the left just a little bit. That's a great par right there. Probably one of my best pars of the season. All right, on to hole 5. All right, guys, hole 5. Sprinkles are coming down just a little bit heavier here. Par 4. This says 372. There's water 270 out off to the right. Try to knock a driver down there, somewhere short of the water. Perfect. Okay, second shot here on 5. 118. Between clubs, I'm gonna go with a pitch. Wind's blowing left to right. Sit a little bit. Little deep, head of line, maybe 20, 25 feet downhill. You probably can't see it on camera, but the rain continues to pick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Basically 30 feet down the hill. It's touchy. It's gonna definitely break quite a bit from right to left. So we're gonna play this out a few feet to the outside. Play it like it's about 22 feet maybe. Quite downhill. Just want a 2-putt. See if we can get out of this with par. Turn. All right, good leg putt there. Another par on to hole 6. Hole 6, par 3, 173, downwind. I've got a 7-iron. Try to hit it hard and hit it on. Go. Well, it's on, roll towards the back. Yeah, I just kind of overcooked that one. I swung a little bit too hard. Had I just swung smoothly, probably would have been fine, but we're still on. All right, guys, doing everything I can to keep the lens clean, keep the camera dry. Quite a test out here today, and then that blows over. We did go a little long here on hole 6's greens. Didn't get the green in regulation. Got a downhill putt here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this one is even tougher than the putt on hole 5 because it's gonna break pretty substantially left to right. Gonna play this off this little hill and try to get it to just trundle down. Get down there. All right, that's a good putt from there. 3 over through 6. Considering the rough start we had, I can't complain about that at all. We have to keep this par train rolling. We expect to break 80 before the day's out. Guys, I've got my cameras just pretty much jerry-rigged all over the place. Don't have room on this tee box to put the main cam behind it, so we're doing what we can. Okay, hole 7, long par 5, 544. No real chance of reaching this in 2. So we just want to hit a good drive out there and then work it from there. Draw, get over those trees. Well, we caught a break because that ricocheted left into the fairway. All right, guys, second shot here on hole 7. You don't see this tree off to the right, but I must have just ricocheted right off that tree, then end up kicking to the middle of the fairway. So I thought about taking it easy here and maybe going with like a 4-iron, but then I realized I'm like still 260 to the end of the fairway. So I want to stay aggressive. I've got a 3-wood. I'm not crazy about the lie, but we're just gonna try to knock one straight away down there. Probably in the water. I don't know. It obviously went out to the right. We'll find out shortly if it's in the drink. First off, don't adjust your television set or your phone or whatever you may be viewing this from. This is actually my lie. And the ball is at the height of what I would say is about a mid-height fastball. You know, just kind of maybe at the belt or so. The good news here is my ball did not go into the water. We do have that going for us. I've got a couple options here. One, I can try to play the hero shot and attempt to hit this over those trees that are a long way out. It's almost seems impossible. So I'm gonna take the smarter approach and I'm gonna try to actually pitch my 7 left of those trees and give myself maybe about a 40, 50 yard up and down chance. So that's what we're gonna do. I really pulled that. It's gonna be more like an 80 yard up and down chance. And in this case, I just think that was the lesser of 2 evils. All right, folks, shot number 4 here on hole 7, up the hill, 65 yards over a bunker. So we wanna make sure we fly this probably at least 55. We get it to roll out a little bit. Nice consistent stroke here. Try to get it inside of 10 feet. Oh, sit. That actually could be really good. First, I thought I hit it too far. We'll find out when we get up there, but hoping that's within 5 feet. This is one we really want. This would be a great par save. It looks like it's almost perfectly straight up the hill. 6 feet up the hill for par. Perfect. Hole 8, par 4, 418 dead into the wind, over water, slicer's nightmare. We just got to try to put a lick on one here, survive the drive, find a way to make par. Right at that tree. Over the tree, into the fairway. Great drive to start this hole. Took it right over the top of that tree. That's about 220 to carry. That's a beauty. Second shot here on hole 8 from the fairway. Ended up having 185 left on this, but I didn't really take a direct route towards the pin. The wind is blowing kind of across left to right, maybe a little bit into the face. So I'm gonna go with a 4-iron. Pin seems to be towards the front. If anything, just leave this one up a little bit short. You don't wanna be long here because it's super downhill if you go past. Terrible shot, big old frickin' push. Guys, that was absolutely awful. Third shot here on hole 8. If you can see a little further up, another ball there. That was my second attempt from that same spot off camera. Just tried to, I mean, I hit it closer, but kind of the same thing, kind of hit a slice. So I got a sandwich from 38 yards, playing directly into, need to make another crafty up and down here. 38 yards with a sandwich. That's fat. No bueno. Can't make those mistakes if we want to break 80. No, sir. It's about 3 feet left for the bogey. Just the slightest little break from left to right. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No real way to sugarcoat it. I do believe I probably needed to make that putt to have a legitimate chance of shooting in the 70s today. However, this isn't over. We're 5 over through 8. And we're gonna battle. Hole 9, long par 5, 560 yards, a little bit downwind. Gonna take 3 good shots to get there. Just start off with the first one, hit it hard, hit it straight, hit it far. Oh. Wet conditions. And that that club slipped right out of my hand. Holy cow, all right. All right, we only hit that drive about 240 off the tee with the club almost slipping out of the hand, so we got a long way home. Just looking to hit it straight over that black and white stake that's out there down the fairway. I've got a 3-wood. Yeah, I'm missing that club right. That's twice now. It's only getting increasingly difficult here. I got a 158, probably 150 to carry the trap that guards the green. Got an 8-iron, a little bit downwind. Got to trust it that we can hit a good one here. Trying to do what we can to make par. Draw. That's pushed out to the right. I'm telling you, these conditions aren't making it any easier at all. Every time you think it's about to stop raining, it starts again. And then this time, it's a little bit harder than the last. Secondly, I was not even in the same zip code as the green on that approach shot. A little over 20 yards left. We really need to go up and down. Got the sand wedge. Just gonna try to pop this up there. Hopefully get it within 5 feet, make the putt. Go. Can't see it on camera because this big hill's blocking it. Maybe 6-7 feet for par. Just gonna knock it in the hole. That's all there is to it. And if we miss, well, then we just gotta shoot a 37 on the back. Oh my gosh. Thought we had it. Unfortunately, that's a bogey, and that's a 6 over 42 on the front. Not the start we wanted to have. We're gonna have to play perfect golf on the back 9, at least perfect for me, if we're gonna get this done today. Before we get started on the back 9, up in this corner of the video, I am going to put a link to a video of a round I shot out here last year. That video is called "This Course is My Nemesis." So if you're new to my channel, I want to introduce you to the back 9 at Indian Head. I would say it's probably one of the toughest 9 in the central Wisconsin area. Heavily wooded, narrow, small greens, everything about it's difficult. So to shoot a 37 back here, we're really gonna have to have a day. But I'm gonna go at it aggressively here, driver on hole 10. Gonna try to play it just a little out to the left side, keep it in play, and that's the story back here. We gotta keep it in play on every shot. That's a good start. Low runner down the middle, probably about 150 left in. I think that's 6 fairways in regulation. Greens in regulation is what's killing us this round. All right, 115, little downwind, got a gap wedge. See if we can hit one close. That's in the trap, or maybe over it. It is over it. Maybe on the back of the green, we'll have to see. All right, guys, so I ended up just being pin high here on hole 10. It's their short little chip shot here, about 12, 13 yards. Just want to pop one up and pop it close. Maybe even chip one in here. Oh, it's got to go. Poor effort. Now we got a hard par putt. Guys, call me crazy. I just thought a moment ago that the rain was going to be done for the day. Yeah, it's not done. Not done. Little tester for par here. Pretty much absolutely have to have this. Our chip shot effort was not great. About 7 feet, again, uphill. Little left to right break. Another putt that I've overread, and that's a bogey. +7. We're gonna have to play even par the rest of the way out. Hole number 11. I'm just running the GoPro right now to conserve a little camera battery. And the rain's coming down pretty steady, so I just want to keep things dry for a little bit. Hole 11, par 5, just over 500 yards. So we're gonna stick with the driver. Driver's been fine today. If you're gonna break 80, you gotta hit more greens in regulation. I have not succeeded in doing that today. So we're gonna see if we can get that right. Keep hitting good drives, we hope. See if we can put another one in the fairway. Yeah, that's a great ball. Crushed right down the middle. All right, guys, second shot here on 11, or I should say 7 out of 9 fairways hit so far this round, so really happy with that. I'm like 275 yards away. Really didn't get any roll. Super soft from all the rain we've been getting. So we're gonna lay up with a 5-iron, try to just give ourselves about 100 yards left. Yeah, that was a terrible shot. Continue to miss right. Just not sure what's up with that. All right, guys, this is almost kind of funny because last year in my Nemesis round, I was literally, I think, almost in the same exact spot. I might be just a shade closer to the shit here on the right, but I'm partially blocked out by the trees that are on the right here. The pin is just in line with the very edge of the pines. I'm 105, got a gap wedge in hand. I can try to just go over the top of that or try to get it to cut a little bit. I think that's what I'm going to do in this case. Just try to hit kind of a high cut. Cut a little. It's not bad. Did make it on for a second there. I thought that might end up short. Real happy to find a green in regulation. It's the first one we found in regulation since hole 5. Much longer than I would like to go, but got a little bit of a longer putt for birdie. Make no worse than par here. At some point, we're gonna have to find a couple birdies, I think, if we're gonna break 80 before this is said and done with. 30 feet here. I'm not seeing a lot of break here. I'm playing this maybe about a foot out to the left. It should start breaking off to the right, I think, a little bit as it gets closer to the cup. Make sure we 2-putt. Maybe we get lucky, find the bottom of the cup on one. Good speed. It did break to the right at the end like I anticipated. I think I just pushed it a little bit. All right, good par. Let's head to hole 12. All right, guys, here we go. Hole number 12. Par 4, 386 yards, straight away, quite narrow. Gonna continue to do what we're doing with the driver. See if we can hit another good one right down the middle. All right, guys, don't have the mic working right now, so I'm gonna walk across here. I think I'm above pin high, sand wedge. Important up and down sand. All right, guys, again, just want to apologize for the noise. 166, a little bit into the breeze. Pin's in the back and it's uphill front to back, so I'm going to go with a 7-iron, try to keep it below the hole. Good. It's on the back of the green. Good chance here. All right, guys, on to 14, shorter par 4. Only 333, but real tight landing area. Ooh, that rain is coming down now. On a lot of days, I'll maybe opt to take a long iron here, but the driver's been hot, so we're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with driver. I gotta say, this is probably the best I've driven the ball in a hot minute. Real happy with that. We just hit, I think 9 fairways in a row, something like that. So about a full power sandy here. Just gonna play it out a little to the left of the stick with the expectation that it'll bounce to the right. Ooh, sit down. Or not. Yeah, pretty good. Probably 10, 12 feet for bird. 1, 2, 3, 4. So got a solid 11 feet here, I would say. A birdie book here for hole 14. A solid 10, 11 feet, maybe just a smidgen uphill. And I use smidgen as a technical term, and I encourage you to do the same. But yeah, this is one that we really want. We're gonna have to find our birdie on another hole. All right, guys, here we go. Hole 15, par 3, 166, into about a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. Should play closer to 180. Got a 6-iron. Be all over it. Maybe 10, 15 feet. We'll see when we get up there. Happy with that shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little over, probably 11, 12 feet. I have had a lot of these 11, 12 footers for birdie today. My pants are all wet. My shoes are filthy. Feels like a war out here. And I can say that because I've been in the Army for the last 25 years. So, and have been to war as well. Looking at this putt, again, I think this one's gonna break a little bit right to left. Not a lot. Yeah, a little bit right to left. There we go. Birdie 2, back to 7 over. All right, guys, here we go. Toughest hole on the course, hole 16, par 5. It is a double dogleg to the right. This hole's given me a lot of trouble over the years, but there's also times where I've parred it. And it's not like I'm an amazing golfer by any means, but the fact that I've never birdied this par 5 will tell you just how difficult it is. I'm gonna tee off with a 3-wood. Just gonna try to hit a low screamer down the middle. Put ourselves in position for the second shot. Perfect. Second shot here on 16. Not going to try to do anything too fancy. I hit it right over the 150 marker with a 6-iron. Carry it about 175. Try to leave myself about 125 in on my next shot. Obviously, it was poorly struck. Perfect position. That's all I care about. So I'm a little bit between clubs. I have 147 left. Probably 135 to carry the trap out on the right. I'm going to go with the 9-iron full. Try to play it a little to the left of the stick. Just aiming right for the center of the green. Oh, it's in the woods. Well, that's what happens when you don't take a full swing, kids. We're gonna pay for that one. Just the worst possible mistake at the worst possible time. I did a video last year about how this 9 was my nemesis. You can't blame it on the golf hole. That was all me. Just a massive mistake. Trying to see if we can find our golf ball here. This is what we got to work with, and even if we do see it, the odds of having a look getting out are not good. But gonna keep trying to find it here, and I don't know what else to say. I'm just super discouraged at the moment. I know it hit a tree and bounced backwards, and it just wasn't a very well struck ball. I've got nobody else to blame but myself, and I just failed to execute. All right, guys, so Unfortunately, not able to find it, and I'm a little surprised that I wasn't able to find it, but before we freak out, if I go up and down, it's a bogey, I can still go birdie par to finish at 7 over. But secondly, I want to break 40 on this 9. I've never done it. I've still got a chance to do that. Go. Run. Run. All right, probably 10, 15 feet there for our bogey attempt. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, approximately 12 feet, maybe 13, looking at it from here. And it's gonna break, I believe, to the right, maybe about a cup. So we're gonna take this out, start it a cup to the left, and just trust it. Broke a little bit more than I thought, left it short anyway. That's a double. Due to the penalty stroke here on 16, 9 over par with 2 to play, and we are +3 on the back. Hole 17, par 4, 316, definitely a birdieable golf hole. Just want to start off with a good drive, get this in play, focus on the next shot from there. All right, another perfect drive right down the middle. I got 92 yards left here. 100-yard markers right here. Pin's way in the front. Originally was thinking about going sand wedge. I think it's a little long into this breeze for a sand wedge, so I've got a gap. Gonna go about 95%. Hoping we can stick this close. Just want to put a good approach shot swing on one here. That's been the struggle today. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be an almost impossible birdie attempt from there. There's the green slopes down to the hill. That's actually going to be a tough 2-putt from there. Again, irons are just sliding out to the right on me. Range time, I'm sure we'll get it corrected. Right now, that's probably one of the weakest points of my game, I'd have to say, is mid to short irons. 14, 15, 16, 17, 46, 47 feet up the hill, breaking left to right. Probably 2 to 3 feet of break in this one. Definitely not concerned with making it. We're concerned with ensuring that we 2-putt here. I'm not terribly upset with that. I should have played more break there. It snapped more than I expected because we were playing for that 39 on the back. 9 over, 1 to play. 3 over on the back, 1 to play. So with a par on 9, we will officially do something that we've never done, and that's shooting the 30s on the back 9 here at Indian Head. I'm going after it. Let's get it. Hole 18, par 4, 383, uphill, into the breeze a little bit. Probably goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. The odds of us making a 2 and getting in for a 79 here, probably pretty unlikely. Stay in the fairway. Oh, and it did. 12 of 14 fairways hit today. Might not be breaking 80 today, but I am super happy about that. 170 uphill into the breeze. Got a 6-iron, just gonna try to hit a penetrator. Oh my God. Fatigue is setting in. That was terrible. Third shot, 47 yards. Got the sand wedge, we gotta hit it close. Need to go up and down to save a 30, to make 39 on the back. Run down that hill. Run down that hill. It did not run down the hill. We got a tester. Well guys, this is it. Toughest looking putt of the day. Finished with a final score of 39 on the back and 81 overall. Now I gotta start this out about 4 or 5 feet to the left, and then I let it catch a slope and run down. Oh my God. Well, unfortunately, 39 on the back 9 at Indian Head has escaped us once again. All right guys, so that's a wrap out here at Indian Head. Had a final score of 82. I'm gonna pull the stats up on the right side so you can kind of see how we did overall. Did great hitting fairways in regulation today. Was absolutely terrible on my approach shots, and really that was the biggest difference between me finally breaking 80 out here and for breaking 40 out on the back as well. As always, I want to say thank you to our subscribers. Thanks to all of those who watched this video all the way to the end. Tough round, tough day. I'm exhausted. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me out on the golf course. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.